Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we're here today with Michelle Tomallo, who's the co-founder and the VP of FIT Technologies.
Yes.
Used to be SchoolOne. You guys moved in here. We're in actually the Idea Center building. You guys moved in here, what, about 2 years ago or so?
About 2 years ago in March.
Yeah.
And we moved from the suburbs. We moved from Elyria.
Yeah.
We love our space. We totally love our space.
This is a great story. Why did you guys end up moving downtown here? I mean, what was the big attraction?
Well, one of the big reasons was this, attracting the right kind of talent.
Yeah.
And we thought moving more central, we would be able to attract people from the west and from the east. And obviously we had outgrown our space. We started in Elyria, and there was about 3 of us when we got started in Elyria, and then by the time we left Elyria there was about 65 of us.
Is that right? Wow.
Yes.
So here you are, Playhouse Square. What a fabulous location, right next to the theaters.
Yes.
Your employees must love this.
Yeah, it's one of the things that, when we made the move from the suburbs, that was one of the things that we weren't sure how some people would feel about making that switch. But I think as it turns out, some of the things that our staff have shared with us is that, they're walking distance from the theater, from the warehouse district, and definitely from, the Indian Stadium. And,
yeah, you got public transportation, you got everything down. You've grown from like, what, 2 to like 200 and some employees now?
Not 200 and some. That would be somewhat crazy. But we have about 160 employees now.
Well, you're getting close. That's fabulous. And you're in a couple different locations, but this is your headquarters here.
Yes, we're located here in Cleveland, and then we have an office in Akron. We also have staff in Fairfax, Virginia, and then we have some of our staff obviously in different states servicing our client schools there. On
site there, yeah.
Yes.
You've been able to bring in about, what, 75 new hires here to Cleveland itself.
We have, and when we built out this space, we planned for that expansion. So we were able to do that, and we started with about 12,000 square feet, and within a few months we built out another 8,000, so we have about 20,000 square feet here.
That's fabulous. It's tremendous economic development for you here. I mean, you've done a great job for Cleveland. You stole away Michael D'Aloia, the tech czar from the city of Cleveland.
How about that?
Right?
That was all very. Some of the election process might have had something to do with that.
Is that
so
right?
I'm thinking that he would still be with the city if that transition hadn't happened. But we're delighted to have Michael, and that was. Having him come on board, and Grace at that time, and then a few of our other staff kind of helped build out our management team. Exactly.
And you guys have been growing like crazy. Your revenue has doubled every year for the past 3 years or so?
It has. It has. We went from 4 million to 8 million, and then we went to about 14 million last year in 2007.
That's tremendous growth. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys have also just made a name change. You're growing so much. You're known as SchoolOne, okay? You've got tremendous clients in the K-12 school market doing technology for them. But you realize that this stuff that you're doing for the schools, you could apply to everyday business.
Exactly. We've had we had a handful of corporate clients for about the last 2 years. And as we've developed that breadth and kind of depth of the staff that we've needed to have on board to support our school clients, we realized that it's very applicable to say we can service other industries, financial services, professional services, law firms, and obviously, going into a law firm or going into the Cleveland Clinic and, explaining what it is that we're doing, it makes way more sense to have an umbrella company called FIT Technologies as opposed to, SchoolOne. But it's very similar, the types of services that we're providing.
Exactly. Technology is technology after all, and you've got a lot of experience. You've picked up a couple of really big new clients here recently. You're doing work here at Playhouse Square and for IdeaStream.
We are.
You've got other Cleveland area clients, and you've got clients like the Philadelphia school system. You picked up some pretty big clients here recently.
Yes. The Philadelphia school system we were really excited about. When we got the contract for the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, it was great. It was great that we won that business from a national provider.
Wow.
And so, as we went into this year, getting a large metropolitan school district is just great. We're delighted to be able to take that expertise that we learned from working with Cleveland and take that to Philadelphia, and we're very hopeful that, as we grow each year, that we're going to get more school districts like Philadelphia, like Akron, like Canton, like Chicago, because we can definitely understand the needs of those larger organizations, and obviously how important their network is and their internet connectivity.
You've got a great model there for the schools, and now you're growing in other areas, financial services, SS&G. You've done some great things in the banking area. Where does it end for you guys? I mean, what are your goals here over the next few years? A tremendous growth, really.
Well, I mean, the process that we started about a year ago is to make this transition from SchoolOne to FIT Technologies.
Right.
We have set out taking those services of managed IT services, disaster recovery and business continuity, and our other professional services and our application development, and saying, how do we then look at those other markets, financial services, professional service firms, nonprofits, creative agencies, and how do we take what we've learned and help them basically leverage technology, because we know the investment that you make in technology can really help your business thrive, and we want to help organizations do that, because we know that that's an important part of business. I mean, technology drives business.
It is anymore today. You can't really go about any size business without the technology. I think this is a very smart move on your part. We're so happy you're here. Playhouse Square in Cleveland. Congratulations on your recent growth. It's been great talking with you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Michelle.
Thanks for being here.
Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.